Good evening, Richland families. My name is Ben Griggs, and I'm running for Richland School Director Position 2 in the Richland School District. And you're probably wondering what happened to my nose. I was slipping sliding with my kids, bounced my head off the ground, ended up with a few stitches, but I'm doing good. Stitches should come out tomorrow, and hopefully everything will heal up properly. Anyway, I wanted to talk to you tonight about a meeting that took place last night with the school board. It was a workshop and special school board meeting that was called to discuss a couple of important things that pertain to our district. The first thing of real substance was Resolution 931 that was proposed and adopted by the district that essentially reinforces or reiterates our district's desire to have local control over curriculum and other standards within the district. This is an excellent thing to do, and I completely agree with it. I'm glad that they finally put this out. I think it's a little overdue, but I'm glad it's finally here. What Resolution 931 does is restates essentially the RCW 28A.150.230, which is the state code that establishes the responsibilities of school board directors. And it essentially lays out that school boards have the right and the ability to set curriculum standards within the district. And so that gives us school board members a lot of leverage and leeway as far as what they allow into the schools. And that's where we can, as a board, really establish the curriculum that is appropriate for our students in our community. I'm really glad this is starting to be brought up. There are a lot of curriculum. Well, there's a lot of discussion all over the place right now about education, the importance of education, and what is actually being taught in the classrooms. I'm sure many of you have heard about critical race theory. In Washington, we have Referendum 90 that is a sex ed bill that we need to be very aware of and paying close attention to, and other things that are being taught to our children in the classroom. And so the Richland School District, or the Richland School Board last night, proposed Resolution 931, which really establishes that we want local control here, and that's what we're going to do. I'm really glad for that, and I think it's a good thing that we did. The other thing that was done was a modification of COVID restrictions in schools. It was a proposal, and it was actually a motion proposed that the board's goal and the school district's goal is to fully open normally in the fall unless there's a big unless there, legally prohibited by law and other jurisdictions who essentially can dictate to the district what to do. It's an interesting thing that these things are finally coming out now. The school year ended a couple weeks ago. This was a special board meeting that was called to discuss these matters in particular. I think these things should have come out quite a while ago. The board should have been very clear to parents, to families, to students especially, that the goal is to open normally as soon as possible. And I don't feel that that has been done very effectively throughout the last 12 to 18 months. I watched as my kids were bounced in and out of elementary school as the board members made decisions to send them back and then to pull them back out. And that was really hard to watch. And it's interesting to see now the way the board is responding to this situation now that the school year's over, now that elections are coming up, and now that there are some challengers that are putting some pressure on these incumbent board members that have been there for a very, very long time. So anyway, I will link in the description below the full recording of the board meeting that took place last night. The modification of code restrictions. Sorry. The resolution 931 begins at the 36-minute and 40-second mark. If you want to skip ahead to that, and the modification of COVID rules in the district begins at the 52-minute and 55-second mark. Go watch those. Let me know what you think in the comments below, either on that channel or on that video or this video. And it's I believe it's time for change in the district. We need new leadership. We need new ideas. We need people that are willing to work hard to bring transparency, accountability, and leadership to the Richland School District. And that's what I promise to do, and that's my goal, and that's what I work for, to help put our students first. Thank you. Please vote for me. If you want more information, you can go out to my website at bengriggs.us. or on my Facebook page, Ben Griggs for RSD. All right, have a good night. Thank you very much.